Hello everybody and welcome to the very last episode of Mekanism 110. Well, I hope it's the last episode. I think I've covered everything except for a few items that we've still not yet finished. So, I've done all of these items in here, so that's no big deal, but let's have a look at what we've got left. Let's look at this thing first, the Oredictionificator and the dictionary. I'm going to move this out of the way and put that down like that. Now, if I put this down here, we'll just put it down somewhere like that. I'll move that back again. And what this thing does is it basically takes items and converts them to a different mod. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. So let's go and first of all start with a stack of Mekanism osmium ore. There's actually two in this game, in the mod pack I've got at the moment. I did fun ores, and that also has an osmium ore, and this one is osmium ore fun ores. You see. Now at the moment I've got advanced control tips shown. So if I press F3 and H, it turns them off. So now if I go and put this down here like that, and then look at this thing, oops, let's have a look at it in my inventory here. It just tells me it's osmium ore. Now with the dictionary here, you can simply right click on this and it tells me that it's ore osmium, and that's its ore dictionary name. Basically that's all this machine does, is just tell you what the ore dictionary is. So of an item, it probably doesn't work on auto, no key, so it doesn't have a key for certain items, no key for fences, but it basically works just for blocks, sandstone and osmium ore. So what we can do here, we'll pick this up as well. You can also access this differently. You can access it by shift right clicking it instead of right clicking it, and put an ore into here, and it tells you its name. So this is ore osmium again. What you can do with this thing, it won't work on that of course, we create a new filter and we have to type in the ore dictionary name. So in this case it was ore osmium, and it's case sensitive as far as I can see. And then you get into here the ore osmium item in here, and then you can sort of right click it through the different indexes. So it's got index 0, which is the funnels one, and index 1, which is the Mekanism one. So let's set that to index 0 and save this. Let's take half a stack of this and put that half a stack of into here. I'm going to move this out of the way now, I don't need it anymore. And you'll see here we've got fun ores, osmium ore, and here we've got Mekanism osmium ore. Let's come over here and put those two ores into this chest. Let's start with the fun ores. Nothing happens. Osmium ore, it's certainly getting pulled out from Mekanism, and it's going to be put into this bin here. Let's take this one back again, and let's reconvert it back into Mekanism's osmium ore. So all we need to do is come along here and then change that to index 1, save that, and then put this into here. Of course you can also feed this item, because it's got a disabled, a high, a low and a pulse. You can actually feed this in with transporters. Logistical transporters can feed this in and out, so you can convert lots of ores of different types to different filters. You can also do that just with ingots. Of course you can just take an ingot, and I did this, was one of the ones I did. Here, let's actually do something else. Let's take something we've got. This is actually a steel ingot from Mekanism. So let's have a look at this one. Doesn't tell me anything. Let's put back my advanced tooltips. So F3 and H, and that's now shown. And now let's look at this. So this is an ingot steel. So let's come down and create a new filter like that, and click that. So it's got two different ones. It's got Mekanisms ingot, which is one we're used to, and the fun ores one. So let's save that. Now we can put that through here, and sure enough, it gets converted. Excuse me a second. I just need a big sneeze. So now we have the fun ores steel ingot. And actually, to make the recipe for this is actually quite involved. So it's quite a useful way to make this. Let's have a look at that. You can crush that. Oh, those were uses, weren't they? Let's have a look at the recipe for this thing. Let's go back and sort that first of all. Go look at the recipe for this. you can make this in the alloy smelter. So it requires 2 coal and 1 steel. And you can make it from here, the steel dust also from funnels, but I think the recipe for that one you don't see. Basically it's a crushed steel ingot. But of course Mekanism can create its own steel ingots. Let's put this back again. I don't really want it as that one. Let's come down here. And let's change that to the Mekanism one, save that, and then convert this again. And the recipe for this one, take it out. Sort it again. I have to be out of there, don't I? I'll sort that and then go like that. And the recipe for that was also steel, this time from Mekanism, which was done in the metallurgy confuser with coal or charcoal, or compressed charcoal was what I was using from enriched alloy. So that was basically 2. It's a useful tool if in certain circumstances. Obviously I haven't had much use for it here. And it doesn't also have, let's have a look at that. It does have a security tab, good. This one at the moment is public. Let's have a look at the next item here. That's a security desk. So here we can actually add users. So I'll add myself. A bit useless, but in this case, because and I want the standard one to be trusted mode, security trusted mode. So then I can put items into here. So I can take machines and put them into here. I'm not sure if they can do it other ways. It's difficult for me to test this because I'm on a single user server. So if I put this the Oredictionificator into here as locked, I think that's the one it goes to. So far I've been putting it elsewhere. So let's take this one here, the seismic vibrator, and lock that one. And security override on. Take that out of there. So let's put these 2 down again now and have a look at what their interfaces are like. If it's changed at all. So here you see this is now trusted, and the owner is Buddy Vuddy, and he's the only person that can use this machine at the moment, or anybody in that group of trusted users. And the same here for this seismic vibrator, and it's also overridden. If I don't override those, let's just take this out of here again. Still got a bit of power from the last episode. Let's turn that off again, and then put this one into the unlocked area, which is what I did before, and put this down. You see this time it's public and it's open because it's not overridden. You can then basically set it to trusted like this, and then it's overridden, and it can only be used by people in that group. Let's go back here. So, and you can add users in here, so it's for multiplayer stuff really. And I can't really test that and prove it actually how it works, but there we are. So that's the security desk, and you can't shift right click this, you have to bash it one like that. Let's put those away, we don't need those anymore. So we don't need the dictionary and the Oredictionificator and the security desk. So we've got a few more items, and the interesting one of these is balloons. Let's go and have a look at balloons. Let's go to my rabbits first of all. Why did I put that? I want to put this into my offhand, and you'll see why. And I also want to get some balloons here like that. I've also changed some sorting rules on my inventory, by the way. If I look at my inventory here, you see now I've put the weapons down on the first row. I sorted those right. I will put what I've done into the comments. Now here you can hear these rabbits going crazy. Okay. Now normally it's really impossible to get a rabbit on with a balloon. Now they're pushing me around a bit. Let's just take a balloon here like this and simply right click a rabbit like that, and you'll see it gets picked up by the balloon, and then they can't go away. Now what you can do with those, of course, is take a lead. If I get that out of the way, of course, and take this lead like this and attach it to the rabbit, and then you can get out of that. Hopefully the rabbit will come with me. I'm not sure it will actually. I've got to be careful with that one because the leads will break. In fact, it has. Oh no, It is sort of attached, but I've got to get up higher to bring it out. But it's not that easy, in fact. Let's just take the lead and put the lead on, say, there. Actually, you've got to put it on post, haven't you? Haven't I got a post with me? And I put it on there. No. Actually, it's difficult to find places to put leads. Never mind, we'll leave that for the time. It'll break if I go far enough away. I don't think the rabbit will come with me. That's probably broken. Either killing the rabbit or breaking the lead, I think. In this case, yes, it's killed the rabbit and broke the balloon. You can pop balloons as well. You can simply right click them like this. Watch out for the sound. There you are, one popped balloon. Actually, there must be two together, so I didn't kill the rabbit after all. And it makes this nice popping noise. You can also put these on blocks as well. So you can decorate a few blocks and some pink balloons like this, or cyan balloons for sort of a decorative type thing. I don't do decorative, as you may have worked out by now. So you have some sort of balloons. Maybe you can use those for anything you like. Now it's night time, so I'm going to have a quick sleep in my bag here. And because I've got something in my offhand, I can't sleep. It's one of those things. The Mekanism configurator also works like that as well. So we can take that out of there like that, and then we can sleep. So what you can do with the balloons, of course, is catch animals like we've just done. Let's go and do a few more animals while we're here. Look, here's a dog, wolf. There's a tamed wolf. We can actually do this one as well, like that. And you see he then stands up, his balloon attached to his back. And we can, of course, now we can actually drag this one. So let's just put that on the dog and bring him over here. I should bring him around the back here. So if I press F5, I think, yes, so you can see me walking with the with a dog on a balloon behind me. As you can see, keep going forward, and the dog comes with you there like that. That's quite cool. And let's put the dog down over here on this post like that, and he'll stay there. He won't go anywhere. He won't go anywhere with the balloon on him anyway. So once the balloon's on him, he just stays there. And that applies for all animals. So that's really what I wanted to show you with about balloons. And there's lots of different colours. You've got 16 different colours. I don't think I've shown you the network reader yet, but this is only useful on pipes. It's not so useful on other blocks. So here we see it's telling you how many transmitters and acceptors it's got. It doesn't need anything. It's got no throughput and it's got no capacity. That's probably the same for all of those logistical transport pipes. Here, on the other hand, we've got, I think this is probably not going to tell us very much. It just needs 0.2 buckets of water, and it's got water in it. I suppose that's the most important thing. And it's got a capacity of 8,000 and a throughput of 200 millibuckets per tick. This one here, as we would expect, because the reactor is set to 4, this is actually using 2. What was it using? Tritium per tick, and the same would be true for the. Oh, get over here. I can. For this one, this is deuterium, and we're also using 2. So we look at those two, and you see that's basically the 4. So they're getting combined and making 4, which is nice. Here you can see the steam. So that's actually needing 128 millibuckets. It's showing in buckets in this case. And you right click that there, and it doesn't tell you anything about the machines at all. The multi-block structures are all just telling you very little information. But when you look at machines, you can right click that, then it tells you, see here we've got some sides. So it says, let's press the slash. It says that the energy is connected below. The fluid is connected to the north side, and the gases are connected to the south side. So if we now go back and look at the mini-map, so this will be the north side here, I guess. So that'll be fluid coming in, which it looks like it is, and this of course will be the south side, face south, on the minimap. We can't probably see that, but that's south. And that's the gas. So that's a rotary condenser. And that works for most of the machines. So that's also quite a useful information that you get from the network reader. And maybe it tells you, it doesn't tell you much about gas tanks, I don't think, virtually nothing at all. So it really just works for machines. And have a look at these solar neutron activators. Yes, it does the same thing, it tells you what's connected to where. Well, that might be useful if you're trying to debug certain types of problems you've got. It's the first time I've used it, so it's obviously not that essential as a piece of equipment. And you can charge it up, of course, in the same way as you charge up everything. It's just stand on the charge pad here and you'll watch that the level will now increase and it'll be full. I will put that back, put this away now. So we've covered balloons and we've done our rabbit, and the only thing I think, no, there's some more stuff. There's a few more items I haven't bothered to cover. I know what I need. I need a couple of enriched alloys, and I need, I think, maybe it's a control circuit and some string. There's two weapons I haven't covered. One was the electric bow. Let's have a look at that now. It's an energy tablet I needed. That was okay. So we needed some gold for that. We need 3 gold for an energy tablet and some enriched alloy. We need probably 4 of those. So we'll need 6 in total, and we'll need some redstone. I've got some redstone on me. That's fine. Oh, I didn't need each 4. So we should be able to make that like this. I will put the other stuff back we don't need. We don't need that, that and that. And the redstone. What actually do on the redstone? Well, something I've never tried, but we'll try it anyway. So, again, you stand on the charge pad, it will charge that up quite happily. This is just a bow. Let's just take another arrow. Probably got some arrows in here. Let's take one. Let's see. If I sort of shoot at this top of this wall over here, let's get to a space where we can get to. Let's start on this lamp. And then shoot to the top of this wall with that bow. It shoots right over there. The normal bow, let's do the same thing. About the same place. So it's not any different than a normal bow. Those 2 arrows are almost exactly in the same place. The only difference is it doesn't take any damage. And there's another thing it can't do. You cannot enchant it, which is a shame. I'll have that on me. So we can put down an anvil somewhere. Right, I shall put down an anvil. Let's put an anvil down a bit out of the way. Let's put it down, say here. And let's try enchanting this bow. You can put the bow in, no problem, but you can't enchant it. And power 3 would have actually gone onto the bow. Took a standard bow. Probably got one over here, so I have. But just to prove that it will actually work on a standard bow. You see, you then get a power 3 bow coming out of that. So you cannot enchant the electric bow, which is a bit of a shame, really. Oh, certainly not at the moment. It would be nice if you could. I'll put that back again as well. I think that was a miss. No, that's my fun ores. Just try this one. Third time lucky. So it's just like a normal bow without taking damage. What else have we got? Let's have a look at the last thing in Mekanism. There are a few other things we can do. Plastic blocks. They do actually work. So in here I've got some plastic, wrong place, plastic sheets. So if I take 8 of these, I'll take 16. Like that. I haven't figured out why that's not going to the enrichment chamber either, so there we are. So we have some uses for these PDF sheets. And we can make a plastic block like this. So we can take one of those, take 4 blocks. We can also take some coloured dye. I think we can do it like this, some chiseled bits. So let's take a green cactus dye. And I've got a feeling you can just put this in the middle and go around the outside like this, and you should make 4 green plastic blocks like that. And what you can also do with these 2 plastic blocks is just put them down like a building block, basically. You can also enrich these. Strangely enough, you can enrich plastic blocks. When they get enriched, let's put those directly in. I've got no rule in my sorting for those, but they will come out in the standard place, of course, as you can see. So now these are slick plastic blocks, green and white. As far as I can see, they don't look any different. They look exactly the same to me. I'm not sure what the slick bit means. Maybe it's a sort of slight shading on here like that. Maybe it works better with a larger area. There's a slight shading on the top of that. Not sure a slide or anything like that. Anyway, there's the plastic blocks. And you can have those in lots of colours. So a quick look at Mekanism plastic blocks. There we are. That's a plastic glow block as well. We can have that one. I'm not sure what a plastic glow block is. It's just pink dye around coloured blocks. Ah, so a plastic glow block would be pink plastic with a yellow, with a glowstone. Let's try that. We haven't done that either. Let's get one glowstone. I should have a few around. There's some in there. Look. Do I not have any glowstone, normal glowstone around? Try dust. No, I don't. Okay. Let's put that into here. I think I've got a rule for this. Yes, I have. Should come back as glowstone dust, hopefully. We should get 4. Actually, while that's getting processed, let's just make those plastic blocks again. I need some more plastic, don't I? There we go. So now I think the crafting recipe for that was, let's have a look. We need some blocks. Oh, wrong. Tell you what, let's see if we can do it this way. A white plastic road, I haven't done that either. Is that Mekanism? Okay. White plastic glow blocks. So we can do this one, like that. Let's have a look at the uses for this. So we can colour them differently, obviously. We can make them slick. And we can do this one as well. So we can have 3 plastic glow blocks. Let's put those down and see what, if there's any difference we see. At the moment it looks exactly the same, doesn't it? Actually, let's have a look at that road block as well. Ah, so you put 3 sand with 3 of those. Let's do that as well. Something new. I should take a stack of these, shouldn't I? Stop messing around with. Do it like that. And I'm just wondering if at night time these things actually glow. Tell you what we'll do. Let's go out somewhere dark. Let's make the sand ones first of all. Let's go and get some sand. Oops, that's rubbish. I think it was 6, wasn't it? I was taking stacks of them. That's not clever neither, because I haven't got any more plastic blocks, so let's do some recipe for that. Let's sort the plastic blocks again. Take that lot. And then we could put 1 road of that. I think it was this recipe, wasn't it? No, it's not. What is it? Oh, slick plastic blocks for roads. Okay, let's take those out of there like that, and then make some slick plastic blocks. I have to admit, I'm trying this for my first time too. I do apologise for that, really. I really should have tested this before, but I didn't check everything out. I hadn't realised everything was actually, there was more than one type of plastic block. Right, some slick plastic blocks. So now we should be able to craft those into road. So we got some plastic road blocks. I wonder what those look when we put those down. Oh, okay. So, quite attractive. Little road type thing. Little road cobblestone type pattern, I suppose, isn't it? So we want to just quickly test these glowstone blocks before we go. Actually, we'll go somewhere dark. But of course it's night time, so there will be mobs around. That's the white plastic level. Actually, I do have an idea. And the very last thing I'm going to do today is the Obsidian TNT. I've never played with that either. I do apologise. So it's going to be a... Hopefully we don't get killed, and if I do, well, it's the last episode, so it doesn't matter very much. Let's go over here. Because here I've got a dark tunnel of 1 block high. Let's put this down in here somewhere. See if it makes a difference to us. Oh yeah. Sort of illuminated a little bit. It doesn't look... I think it's acting a bit like... Oops. It's looking a bit like a light. You can see a bit of light coming out of here like that. If I could probably dig through here as well. It does look as though it's illuminating this reasonably well, doesn't it? Indeed it is. So that's where you can use this as presumably as a nice decorative light type block, sort of hidden. Alright, so the last thing I want to do is Obsidian TNT. I have no idea how powerful this is at all. Let's go and put it down here, like that. Can I put it down? Yes, I can. Let's run some redstone from it. That's why I took the redstone with me, because I wanted to be a little bit further away. I think I can do this. Actually, I don't play with TNT very much. I'll let the children do that. They're sort of, they like blowing things up. And let's put down a lever. Probably should put down a, switch it on and get out of the way. Whoa. Lots of damage. Spectacular. Right. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope you enjoyed the series. If there's anything you need to know, let me know. I'll tell you about it later on. Bye for now.